Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rosie Aconseja. Today, I'm going to talk about the importance of how we see ourselves, about physical appearance. Unfortunately, through social media, television, movies, family, friends, etc., they give us the perspective that we had to look like certain people, or we had to be slimmer, pretty. They set up standards mostly in social media and television and tell us who is pretty and who is not, who is slim, who is fat, who is whatever. And unfortunately, that killed our self-esteem. So if we are an adult person over 16 years old and we feel like you are young, a youth or adult, realize and keep in mind that you are unique. You are a different person from other people. We cannot, the worst mistake in this life is we born unique and then we die as a copy. Why? Because we tend to copy everybody. We say, oh, I wish to have my neighbor's boobs. Or I wish to have my neighbor's body. Or is a guy, oh, I wish to have biceps, triceps, and be those sculptor guys that inflate their body with muscles and with, well, extra medicine or drugs to look really big. But anyway, so the point here is that we need to focus and to love ourselves. If you are chubby or big or however you want to feel, and if you are happy, stay in that way. Don't try to fit in someone else's shoes because you want to be accepted, because you want to belong to the crew. You want to belong to a group so they can accept you the way they want you. And that people usually, when they set up a standard like, if you want to be in a group, you have to be slim, you have to have big boobs, big butt, you have to come from rich family, blah, blah, blah. That's not the kind of group that you want to belong. Why? Because they don't accept you the way you are. They just set up standards, and if you meet those standards, then you can fit in the group. If you don't fit those standards, then you are aside. You are out of the crew. So the important thing here is the importance to love yourself, self-love. If you don't start to accept yourself the way you are, you're going to have a lot of headaches, a lot of misery. You're going to feel like you don't belong to anywhere, because it's the way that you treat. And remember, the way that you treat yourself is the way that people treat you. If you don't love, respect, or value yourself, people is not going to value you. People is going to mistreat you. People is not going to accept you. Why? Because you're not accepting yourself. The first thing that, unfortunately, our family, friends, or ancestors, or social media don't teach us that we need to accept ourselves first, love ourselves first, before we look for the acceptance or the love or the value from other people. So keep in mind those things. And if you're not happy with your body, change it. But most of people, they are, oh, I feel too fat, I don't have boobs, or I don't have butt, or I don't have muscles, but neither do anything to work for it and to obtain it. Everything in TV and social media is fake. They show, oh, look how I look, but they don't tell you the truth. That most of, for example, in the woman case, most of women, they have plastic surgery. And then they sell you a product, says, oh, with this powder, you drink it every single day, you learn to lose tons of weight. If I tell you, because most of my problem all my life has been my overweight. I used to be really big. I used to be like 300 pounds like 7-8 years ago. And I struggled a lot. I tried like 20 different diets, didn't work out because I was like a yo-yo, up and down. I gained 20 pounds, I lost like 10 pounds and go back up and back and forth. And the thing is, you feel miserable. because you want, and you do it is because you want to fit in the society. You want to attract a handsome man or a pretty woman, or depends of your case. So that's why it's important, and from own experience and experience from friends and from people who tell me their misery is struggling with their body, or sometimes it's the opposite. I have a friend that she's so skinny, she's so slim, and she tried all the things to gain weight, and she cannot gain weight because of her metabolism is like that. She eats a lot. She eats like a cow, and you don't see her gaining weight. And sometimes I used to feel jealous, like, oh, I'm so jealous. I cannot even see the food because I get 2 pounds over. While she was eating a lot, we used to go to buffets many years ago, and she repeat the same number of plates that I used to have, 5, 6 plates of food, and she never gained weight. And it's because of her metabolism. So remember, every person is unique. Every person is, and unfortunately, social media and TV and friends and family, some family members, they tell you, oh, you want to get a good guy, you need to get a slim, because society likes guys nowadays, they like a slim person who take care of themselves. But I had seen the other side. I had seen overweight people. They are very happy, but they find another partner that are overweight, and they're happy partners. So in this world, there is a person for everybody. The thing is, first you need to accept yourself the way you are. If you don't accept yourself, it is something that you don't like from your face, from your body, work on that. Now for people who feels ugly, there is makeup. For you are too slim, or you are slim, save money, go to South America, to Mexico, to whatever that is cheaper, and you can get fake boobs, fake butt, and everything for $4,000-$5,000. Certified doctors and everything, that they are going to assure you that you're going to be fine after the surgery. But you have to take care of yourself too. And if you are overweight, well, exercise, eating habits, because diets doesn't work. Why? Because we change our eating habits. For example, if I used to eat pizza, burgers, junky food, any kind of junky food, and then I'm going to be on a diet because I want to lose 10 pounds. Okay, I changed the diet to eat vegetables, veggies, chicken, seafood, that kind of thing, fruits. And I do it while I lose those 10 pounds. Guess what? After I lose those 10 pounds, I go back to my all bad habits that were junky food. What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to regain those 10 pounds and maybe more. And it's because I don't change my eating habits, and people don't get educated. We need to change eating habits, because that is the way that is going to be permanent. That is the only way that we're going to keep healthy. And we have to do it for healthy reasons, not because we want to look slimmer. It's because I had seen, and I have co-workers from previous jobs, they used to be very, very skinny. They used to smoke a lot, and they don't eat. And they have tons of illnesses. They are taking a lot of pills for different illness. So it's not about be slim or be overweight. It's about healthiness. There are chubby or fat people, overweight people, I don't want to sound rude, overweight people who are healthy. So it's not about to look big or small or slim. It's about healthiness. And the healthiness starts from here also. We need to put good things in our mind, because if we're watching horror movies, we're watching about killings, blood all the time, that is going to depress us. We're going to feel depressed, sad, or anxiety, because people don't realize that the movies are made for a specific reason. Why you think that they are very famous, those movies that are the horror movies, the scary movies, the thriller movies? Because people like adrenaline, and you can get that adrenaline through natural medicine. The natural medicine is the fruits and the vegetables, but people don't eat it. They prefer to eat a lot of junk food and be depressed, be anxious, and then they say, why I'm so with anxiety? It's because we are living too much in the future. You don't live in the present. Why I'm living too much? Why I have a lot of depression? It's because you're living too much in the past and you don't get over your past to keep moving forward. So we need to go to psychology, to therapy. And nowadays it's different. It's not like the old times people say, oh, you're crazy because you need to go to psychologists. You are crazy. No, it's not about craziness. It's because people their ego is too high, that don't let them realize that you need to talk with someone, with a professional who is not going to judge you, who is going to listen to you and to guide you through yourself. So the psychologists or psychiatrists they are like a tool. They are the tool between me and myself. Because I don't auto-analyze myself. I don't observe myself because I'm lazy. I don't want to be conscious about my thoughts and my actions. That's why exists the psychologist or psychiatrist or therapist who is going to listen to me, who is going to guide me through. That's why they ask me questions. Why you feeling in that way? Why you think that you can do it in a different way? Those kind of things help you a lot to find yourself, to know yourself better as a person. Because once you know yourself, then you can understand others. Then you cannot relate. Then you learn how to don't relate your problems in other people, or to be needy, clingy, and living like if I don't have somebody else, or if I don't be with that person, I'm going to feel miserable. So that's why it's important to learn ourselves, how we think, how we act, and accept ourselves the way we are. If we don't like anything from the way we think, from the way we are, we look, we need to change it. But we have to work on that. That is not going to be magic like in the movies that you click your fingers, just snap your fingers, and magically is going to be another person, another Rosie. No, I had to work in myself if I want to look better, if I want to feel better. The most important thing is not how you look, is how you feel. It's, for example, there are people, and think about this because this happened to me many times before. For example, if I'm buying something with a friend, a clothes, a blouse, and then I ask the opinion, even though inside of me I know I want that blouse of that color, that specific color, but I chose 3 blouses. So I asked my friend, hey, what do you think about this blouse? I'm expecting inside of my mind that my friend is agree with the blouse that I chose already. But she's going to say, no, what about you get the yellow one? But I was thinking about the blue one. So my friend says, no, the yellow looks better on you. And I'm thinking like, no, I will stay with the blue. Why I ask confirmation to my friend which blouse looks good on me is because I want to reaffirm whatever I chose already. So you see, that's the way that we learn ourselves. If I like something, I'll keep it. I don't need to ask my friend, what do you think about my blouse? We always expect from outside to get approved, to get like okay, they accept me the way that you want, or they accept me the way that I want. So I need to think about those things. We need to realize what we like, how we like it, and be with it. And we don't have to care how people think about us. Say, oh, I'm going to wear green shoes, red pants, and yellow blouse. But if I like my outfit and I feel comfortable with, go for it. But no, you always ask your friend, your family, whoever, the neighbor, hey, how I look? Oh, of course they're going to look at you in different way, different perspective, because every person looks it from different way that you're looking for. And they're going to tell you, oh, Rosie, you don't look like that. I think the blue and the beige and the black color looks better on you than those colors that you have. I'm going to feel disappointed because I was expecting that person that I asked how I look is going to tell me, oh, you look great. Those colors looks awesome on you. Because it's the colors that I chose already in my mind. But I want to confirm it with somebody else. See? So we need to be more confident with ourselves. We need to believe more in ourselves, and we'll be happier. Because unfortunately, People tell you that you're happy when you get a new car, when you get a house, when you get material things, and that's not happiness. Because it has been proved that people, when they reach those goals, that they finally get the money to get the new car, the new house, they're still looking for something else because that don't make them happy. So that's why we need to be happy. Happy is a stage of mind. If I want to be happy today, I'll be happy. If I choose to be sad or lost in my mind, I'll choose that because it is my decision. So we need to be confident and accept the way we are, and we don't like whatever we don't like, then we have to work in that to change it so we can feel better. We don't have to do it for somebody else. Remember, if, for example, you had bad habits, like you used to be a smoker, used to eat a lot, but you met somebody that you really get your illusions, your hopes, your expectations, like, oh, this is the person of my life. And then you quit smoking, you quit doing the bad habits just for that person. Guess what? What about that relationship doesn't work? I'm not telling you to be negative, to be realistic. And has been happening before with the previous partners that I had before. That happened. They quit many bad habits because they fell in love with me. Once we finished the relationship, they went back to their bad habits. So they did it because of somebody else. And you need to get nurtured from yourself, not from other people, because that's why people don't change. They say, oh, I'm going to change because of you. I'm going to do this thing because of you. No, you have to do it because of you. Not because of other people, because that's why you relate all your emotions, all the big responsibility to other person to make you happy. What about the relationship doesn't work in the future and you have to break up for divorce or the other person die or whatever happens? So you're going to feel miserable because you're going to say, oh, this person left me, I don't love myself anymore, I'm going to go back to smoke or to use my drugs or be alcoholic or whatever bad habits you used to have before you met that person. So you're going to be miserable again. Because why? You relate your happiness in other people. That's why people tell you need to be happy with yourself first before you share your happiness with others. Not to find happiness outside of you. It's you have to find your happiness inside of you first. So when we break up with someone, we already are healed. In the way that if I deal with my bad old habits, like smoking, drugs is example. So if I meet someone and I break up with that person, it's going to affect me in some way, like, oh, I thought this person is going to be the right person for me, but it's not. Well, next time will be better or something. But at least I'm not going to be so miserable, like, oh my God, now I have to go back to my old bad habits of drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, because this person left me. No, that is going to be a different situation because I love myself, I respect and value myself, so I'm not going to allow that the old bad habits take control on me because I control those things, not the other way around. Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribing to my channel, and see you until next time. Bye-bye.